Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. I feel like I was just on these lives a few days ago with Michelle. So, yes, it is Friday. How's everybody doing? Oh, we got Michelle here, first Facebook commenter of the night. And Suzanne was on 14 minutes early on YouTube. Still don't know how you do that. Just blows my mind. Oh, and we've got Dimple on, Lillian, and Michelle's beating me to my first question of everyone in chat. And I asked, what is everybody drinking on tonight? I have my typical rum and Diet Coke, but you drinking water, you drinking soda, juice. Looks like Michelle is drinking on Coke, inspiration for Dapper Day. I'll give you all a sneak peek of what we're going to be doing for Dapper Day. Sneak peek, not the whole idea. So you'll get a little glimpse. So we have a special wine and chat tonight. We have a vendor spotlight with one of our new vendors for this year, Jessa from Impish Geek Designs. So we're going to pull her up here in a minute after I go through all these. Oh, Catherine made it onto a Friday night wine and chat. I'm impressed. That's awesome. Quick spiel. If I always point backwards. If you are showing up as a Facebook user and I can't see your lovely face and name, that just means where you're watching this on Facebook, you just click the link that says streamyard.com/Facebook and you just give them permission so I can see your face and your name. If you don't want to do that, no worries. Put your name at the end of your comments and we'll be good to go. And then I'll know who's commenting and who I'm talking to. Yeah, we did another live again. Cause got like, there's going to be another mail opening in a few days. Michelle had like 50 packages the day after we did the last mail opening live. Oh, we've got Glenn on tonight. Oh, and Becky all the way from Iowa, peace tea. I've never heard of peace tea. That sounds delicious. I like tea. Vodka as usual. Thank you, Catherine, for joining the Alki Club tonight. We've got Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Epcot Hef. Is this a drink from Epcot? What's Epcot Hef? Mine's the same without the rub. Okay, just the Diet Coke. I like it. We got lemonade. Somebody's actually drinking wine. Go for you, Glenn. How often do I actually drink wine on Wine and Chat anymore? Let's see. Sweet iced tea with spaghetti supper. Yum. Oh, you love my Spirit jersey. Thank you. It's like the only Spirit jersey I've actually bought for myself because I'm obsessed with Stitch. If anybody's seen me in shorts, I will share and show off my Stitch tattoo because it's my favorite. It's my only one. Okay, so welcome everybody. We got a ton of y'all in tonight. So welcome. And I see all your comments coming in. So we're going to go ahead and start with the vendor spotlight. And afterwards, we'll go ahead and talk about some more fun things, and I'll answer all your questions. So without further ado, I would love to welcome our vendor. Oh, here, let me fix my comments. There we go. I'll get this right. Hold on. There we go. I'm going to intro in. Jessa, there you are.
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Oh, we got a furry friend in the back.
Yeah, Casper, that was, I believe. It's getting close to dinner time, so he's probably going to be popping in here like, yo, Ma, you want to feed me?
Yeah, for real. I love the name too. That's awesome.
Thank you. There's two of them, so there's also Hunter, and they're twins, so you're not going to be able to tell them apart.
Oh my gosh. Do you
And
have
to
a
answer
drink?
the question, yeah, I do. I have a strawberry banana smoothie.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. I'm
Yes.
jelly. I feel like if you pour a little vodka in there too, delish.
I can't drink.
Oh
I wish I
no.
could. It interferes with my medications.
Oh, that's the worst.
I know.
Okay, we'll drink one for you.
Oh,
And spirit.
thanks.
There you go.
Yeah, sport's all one for me.
All right, so welcome. Thank you so much for coming on. And we're here to talk about your company, which is Impish Geek Designs and Supplies, right?
Yes, Impish Geek Designs and Supplies.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about your company. Who are you? What do you do?
Sure. So, Impish Geek Designs and Supplies, it was formed in the middle of the pandemic, which is probably really dumb. But I
No.
feel like a lot of us started sewing then. I
Yep.
had been sewing long before and usually did anime conventions and stuff to sell my wares at. But I discovered the custom fabric world during the pandemic when everyone was making masks, and I had to scrounge to find mask supplies, and then people were posting these like beautiful fabrics that they had gotten that I never see in the stores, and I'm like, where are these coming from? And the
Right.
next thing you knew, I was down the rabbit hole with
Uh-huh.
a whole lot of new fabrics that are amazing. And then I started working with vinyl for the first time, and that's where my real passion came in, because I loved how vinyl just kind of elevates the look of a bag as well as the durability.
Oh yeah.
But I like making really big bags, and everything that was being sold were like the 12 or 18-inch rolls. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not doing it for me, but I can't get full yards like anywhere that I could find at the time. So I
Right.
decided to start trying to source my own materials, and
Mhm.
that is where it all started, with just vinyls. And of course, then it grew.
It spiraled from there, didn't it?
It does. Well, I had been talking as soon as I found out about the custom fabric world. I have a friend who has been one of my friends for like 10-ish years now, and she is an amazing artist, and she mostly does web comics, but she does a lot of commission work too.
Cool.
Her name is Rebecca, and she is Stormy Gale Art on Facebook and Instagram, so highly recommend checking her out. But
You'll
I've
have
known her for
to
years.
you have to put her links in the comments so we can go follow her. We
Am I
love
able to do
following.
that with the little oh, no, it
Yeah,
has to be the comments section.
yeah,
There
go to
we
the
go.
comments and then yeah, that's public comments and that'll post directly to Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Okay. Still
Yeah.
learning how to figure this out.
Oh yeah, it's always fun learning a new platform.
Yep. So yeah, I spoke to her and I was like, "Hey, people make custom fabric. Your art would be amazing on it."
Yeah.
And she was like, "I have no interest in running another part of a business." She's
Nope.
like, "I have no interest in that whatsoever." Because she's already doing so much on her own,
And
and
running a fabric business is
it's
is
a
not
lot of
easy.
work.
It's a lot of work, yeah.
It is a lot of work, and all of us that do this have learned those
Yep.
things that you think, "Oh, this is real easy. Just cut the fabric, send it out." No.
No.
So yeah, I once I started getting in and the vinyls were kicking off and the hardware was kicking off, I reached out to her again and I'm like, "Hey, so this is actually kind of working, and I would love to get your designs on my fabrics." And
Mhm.
she was all for it. So
That's
we
awesome.
designed a collection together, and it's just been hitting the runway since. And I love it. We brain meld so well together with our ideas. I'll
Yeah.
send her a mood board and some little sketches because I'm not a good artist, but I can sketch. And I'll be like, something like this. And then she'll come back and I'm like, give me like 4 options. She'll come back with like 50. And I'm like,
Amazing.
okay.
It's hard to
And I
find
love all of
somebody.
them, so I have to carry all of them.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the hardest part is like, "Oh my gosh, how do I narrow down the designs?"
It's tough. I frequently enlist the help of my strike team to narrow it down. I'm like, what do you want to sew? And that'll definitely decide what we're carrying.
Yeah, because it's always a good it's like they're a good source group to kinda pick their brain what the rest of the public might want without having to give away all the secrets.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the hard part is the secrets.
Yeah, I know. I'm bad with secrets. I'm really bad. Like, I'll literally wait until like I'm ready to release things to reach out to Rebecca, because I'm like, if you show me stuff too soon, I'm not going to be able to hold it in. Like, I'm going to have to share with everyone. So
It happens, it happens.
yep,
I love it. And that's so
definitely.
cool that you found somebody that you can work with, that,
Mhm.
you just mesh, because that's very difficult to find. If you know you're missing a certain skill set and you really need somebody with it, and then finding somebody that, like, really melds with you, I just that's really cool. That's special.
Yeah, it is. We're a good pair together for this.
That's so cool. I love it, and I love the backstory. So you sell what exactly?
So we sell vinyls is still my primary business. We there's a reason why our group name has the home of the diamond dust addicts, because that's my number one seller of vinyl, and every time I get it in, it sells out like within a week,
Like,
and then I need to get more. But that supplier takes forever to get stuff to me, so it's like,
oh my gosh.
love the quality, hate how long it takes.
Yeah, that's the hard part is the figuring out the whole supply and demand of it all.
Yes. Yeah, so mostly vinyls, and occasionally if I come up with an idea for a zipper pull or something, I do that. And I'll
Mhm.
keep some just we do bulk hardware rounds. Though that's getting harder and harder because just with everything going on right now with shipping, it's so hard to keep those deadlines. And
Mhm.
for the bulk rounds, everyone's ordering stuff for immediate needs, and it's just very difficult. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep doing that. But we're switching over to retail only for our fabrics and vinyls now, which is a
Really?
big move.
That
Yeah,
is a huge move.
I know, and it's going to be challenging, but the next round is going to be just retail. If it completely sells out, I might do a small flash pre-order with a really long tat just because shipping is terrible. But we're all feeling it. It's so hard to keep within the turnaround time, and it's really hard to do the pre-orders now.
Yep.
It one mistake at the shipping agency or one COVID outbreak, and you're set back months.
Yeah, yeah, and so and when everybody wonders why some of these companies say, "Oh, my, pre-order went from, 6 to 8 weeks to potentially 12 weeks." There's a reason why. It's not just one company doing it. It's everybody getting affected by it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, props to you for going retail, and good luck. It's gonna be great.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'll pull up your website real quick so we can take a look at that. And then you can tell me where you want me to go, and you can kind of talk about your website as well.
Sure. I'm just realizing I never took down the birthday sale announcement. It was my mother's birthday last weekend, so we were doing a sale during that week, and she picked out what we were putting on sale. So apparently I forgot
That-
to update that.
That's so sweet. So where should I?
Um, so if you go over to the vinyl retail, that's my primary thing is vinyls. Um,
So this
and
is
we
the
have
diamond dust you say is like super popular and keeps.
Yes, I've got a huge shipment that's on its way. It
Mhm.
is way behind turnaround time. Thankfully, everyone's been really understanding, and I've been able to, if people needed to cancel their orders, it's fine because I am behind that, and that's on me. I mean, it's
Right.
really on my shipping, but I have to take the responsibility.
I mean, yeah, it's hard. It's the customer service aspect, right?
Yep,
I mean,
exactly. But the Diamond Dose is the most popular, but we've got some great ones that are currently in retail, and we offer continuous cuts. So if you
oh,
order, everything's sold by half yards, but it's continuously cut wherever I can. So if you order two, it's going to be a full yard. If you order four, it's going to be two full yards.
wow.
So you're gonna get the continuous yardage, and that's because I know a lot of shops, they're much bigger than me, and having to cut each individual order instead of just pulling off the shelf a
Right.
pre-cut set is a lot harder for those. I'm still pretty small. I anticipate that if I'm lucky enough to grow bigger, I'll have to switch to something a little easier because it does take a lot of time to cut those to the right order
It
size.
sure does. Yes.
But while I can, I'm gonna do it as long as I can. You can see the rolls
The roll off.
behind me.
Yeah.
Those are all the vinyls that I currently have in stock, and there's more behind the door there. So like it's cut to size, to whatever size you need, which is really great for those bigger projects to make sure that you have the size you need.
So I'm not the only one that thinks that's amazing.
Awesome, thank you.
And so Lillian was asking about the diamond dust vinyl and what is it? And so I think you answered that. But Lillian also asked, how does that cut sew on a machine? Like, what
It
is the
sews
feel of it?
beautifully. So it's a very supple vinyl. Actually, I might have a scrap here that I can show. Give me one second. You're gonna see that I'm wearing pajama bottoms and not a nice top, but give me a
You're
moment.
good. It works. It works.
I was like, I only need to show the top half of me. I don't need to show anything else. All right, so I have a scrap from my personal stash. With my blurry camera, I don't know how well it's gonna show, but
Oh,
this
it's really
is
sparkly. It's
yes.
blurry, but it's sparkly.
It's blurry, but it's very sparkly. This is the gunmetal, I believe. So it's like a dark gray. It's I want to say a midweight. It's got a felt backing,
Hmm.
very supple, as you can see, and it sews really, really well. It doesn't tear at the seams or anything. It does take heat well as well. So you
Really?
can interface it if you have those sturdier bags that
Yeah,
maybe a more supple vinyl isn't going to work for because you need the structure. So you
right.
can interface it. And it works for embroidery too. I make keychains with this all the time on my
Oh,
embroidery machine.
smart. So it's very commercial machine
Yeah.
friendly.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. I have my primary sewing machine is a Singer Classic, which is like that $100 bottom of the barrel sewing machine, and I use
The one
that
we all started with.
exactly. Except I just kept on with it, and I've been sewing for 10 years. So I hope to get
Whatever works.
a more fancy machine at some point. But my Singer Classic is great, and this works great on that. And I have my strike team uses it with industrial machines all the time, so it works for both. And then I have my Baby Lock Flourish too, and that does work with this too for the
Awesome.
embroidery.
Yeah, Lillian says it looks supple, and then Cherish said very cool.
Oh,
Love
thank
it.
you both.
So, where did my screen go? There it is. Okay. So that's the Diamond Dust, where
Hmm.
your group name, the Diamond Dust Addicts, comes from. I
Yes.
was wondering myself. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I'm curious what that is. So thank you for explaining that.
You're welcome.
And then, I mean, you have some really interesting and neat vinyls on here. I don't think I've ever seen holographic fur vinyl before.
Yeah, that one, it's got this really cool, if you click on it, you could see closer pictures of it and samples and all. I use it for the doggy poo bags that we all make on embroidery machines because it has the fur
That's
design,
hilarious.
but a little bit of color. I love
Yes,
that.
that is so cute.
Yeah,
Oh wow, that's got
I
some
love it.
color.
Yeah.
Does it have just like what's is it like have like a texture to the top of it? Like a
No, no, it's just a smooth vinyl. It's,
smooth
I would
vinyl? Wow.
say, not really thick. It's like, I know it's 0.9 millimeters thick, which
Hmm.
means
That's
nothing to people,
yeah,
but
I know
it's
what that means, but I feel like unless you sell vinyl,
yeah.
you tested out every vinyl possible sample, you have no idea.
Exactly, exactly. But yeah, it's like the higher mid to almost
Mhm,
heavy weight. Works great on a embroidery machine, great on bags. It's not
mhm,
super supple, but it's good enough that you're not going to struggle to turn a bag for the ones
right.
that need to
Mm.
be birthed. That's my favorite of
Yeah,
all the
that was
bags.
gorgeous. This is
Yeah,
hilarious.
one of my strike team made that cat, and I love it.
I love that. That is so nifty. Okay, so what else we got here? I mean, yeah, you've got some amazing vinyls in here that are just
Thanks.
unique.
Yeah, I'd
Very
say
cool.
the faux wood is another one that
So
grabs
this is really
attention.
vinyl.
It's vinyl, but
What?
it looks like wood, and
That
it's
really does look like wood.
I know, right?
Wow.
It does. It looks like wood. So if you're ever making a bag or a wallet or whatever, and you want that, fake people out appearance, this is the wood
Yeah,
to go. This is the vinyl to go with, rather. It looks like wood. Yeah.
that's nifty. And you know
I
what?
love it,
Any
especially
other
for
vin
men's
oh, that's a good
projects.
idea too.
Yeah, for men's
More
bags, because it's
me
not
masculine looking.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. And the vendors who are setting up, like backdrops and like setups, like table setups and things like that. That's really good if you're like doing any sort of shows
Mhm.
and you need to have like a nice accent somewhere on your table. I feel like that
Absolutely.
would
And I
really
have definitely pulled my stock out to lay it on the table for product photos and just have it
uh
as my background for product photos.
yeah, I would too. This is really pretty too.
I have to Oh yeah, the fairy pebbles, that's relatively new. It was in my last vinyl drop. The combs has been really popular. The pebbles is really shiny, but it does have some shed. So there
Um,
is there is that little
ooh,
thing, but the combs is beautiful and very holographic. I actually have some on my table right here.
that one's pretty. Wait, hold on.
Yeah. So that's really nice too. The only downside to the pebbles is that it does have a little bit of shed, but once that shed, gets out of its way, it's still sparkly.
So cool. Okay, so That's the vinyl section, right? And then you said
Hmm.
that's kind of like the really big chunk of your business.
Yes. And then we have fabric, which I don't have much retail right now. Um, but yeah, that if I think that link's broken because I moved everything to the birthday shop, which
Oh.
is on the main page. But yeah, if you just go to all products, it'll pull up everything. Um, I started when I run out of like when the fabrics run low, I
Mhm,
dump them into these listings that are just the base because a
mhm.
lot of customers have said that it's hard when you don't know what's in stock. So you have to click each listing for every design to find out if it's in the base that you want.
That's
So
true.
now I just have it, let me just throw it into the base listing and then they could see immediately what's available and what they sew in.
I love how this is like Lisa Frank horror. Like,
Yeah, this
that's
is from
awesome.
Hex Reject. So it's not an exclusive to my shop, this fabric, but most and everything going forward is going to be, this was like what from my first round.
Mhm.
But everything going forward is going to be exclusives that I work with Rebecca, and I have another artist that I just started working with that I'm really excited for because she does more of the kids designs, and
Yeah,
I'm excited for hers. We've got a round coming up, not the next one, but probably the one after that, which is going to be 90s kids themed,
yeah.
and
Oh, my
very excited about that. But the
so
next
many cool
round is going to
things.
be ocean themed because we're going into the
Ooh.
summer, and I'm going to offer swim for the first time, which is going to be amazing.
We love swim in this group because there's so many folks who go and make running skirts and dresses out of swim because at least here in Florida, it's
Yeah.
nice and hot.
Yeah,
So
I'm up in New Jersey, so we're still pretty cold right now.
yeah, we have the opposite problem. I was sweating today. It was
Oh,
not good.
no. No. I'm glad that this event is in November because I would not be able to.
Oh no, 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 no.
I would be like, "Oh, it's in August? I'm a pass."
Yeah, no. Try to time it to where the weather's preferable for the area. Luckily,
Yeah,
Gaylord's
definitely.
all inside, so if you really don't ever want to walk into the Florida environment, you can stick inside.
Yeah.
Oh, Becky is one of our vendors who does woodworking. She's Hannah Woodworking, so of
Ooh,
course she would freak out about wood vinyl. So she's probably going to
hi,
call Ray up
Becky.
and say to make her something with it.
I can. I mean, I do make stuff too.
uh, ooh, fur vinyl. Yes, I think the fur vinyl is very cool. We have a lot of people are fur baby owners.
Yeah,
Lillian's freaking out. That's awesome. I love it. I love it.
I
Okay,
love
so
that.
that is who you are, and we
Mhm.
talked about your website. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. What are you planning to bring to So Magical?
Ooh, I'm super excited. I mean, I don't want to go into too many details because the designs aren't finalized yet. But I'm working with Rebecca for something that's going to debut at So Magicals. That's the first place you're going to get it. It's going to be retail only. So it's not going to be like after the show I open a pre-order or anything. If it sells out at So Magical, I don't know when I'm going to get back in.
That's
But
amazing. Oh, you know we love exclusives and first dibs.
yeah,
It's like that's what we're all about here at SME. So
yes. So we're doing Rebecca does this one of her favorite things that she likes to do is every round that I give her a prompt for, she likes to do a almost a damask like print, and it's kind
ooh,
of been, I think, a signature of each round that we have done together, and I love that. So we're gonna bring some damask inspired
mhm,
prints for the theme and apropos for where it's located,
love it.
which are going Lillian, I don't know if you can keep a secret. No,
Lily
I
can't keep
don't
a
have the
secret.
designs to hear, like, Rebecca's still working on them, so I can't preview any of them yet.
Oh.
Um, but I will tell you that they're going to be based off a couple based off of the movies, various movies that I know there will definitely be that movie that, everyone loves that has a beast in it,
Oh,
because that's my favorite. So
I
there's
mean,
gonna
yes.
be there's gonna be one of those, and then there's gonna be, I think, two other designs and possibly a couple colorways, because every time I tell her to do one colorway, she's like, I couldn't decide on the colorway. Here's 5 or
Yes.
20. And
We
I'm
all
like,
like extra
and I
colorways,
love them all. I will
yes.
take them. So
It's
let me
hard to
just
narrow
throw
down.
that money at you. Yes, I'll take them all. I
Thank
think
you.
now she knows. I'm like, you're just taking advantage of the fact that I'm going to buy everything that you show me.
Yep.
She's like, no,
That's
I just
exactly what
really
she
can't
said.
decide. It's like,
Oh my
okay.
gosh. Oh, somebody else's favorite is the Beast as well. So
Oh, I love it. I love
yeah,
it.
you're
I'm
a
always
you're
worried
among
about using terms that like identify what it is because, don't want to get slammed with those.
Oh my gosh. Oh, see,
Stop.
now she wants specifics. Which Beast?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. I will say that it's from the Big D, so probably not the other one.
Yeah, I feel like you show up with some wands instead of, ears. Kind of get looked at.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I'm sure there's a lot of crossover with us on our fandoms.
Oh yeah, there is. I
And
like
I'm
mystery.
also gonna have some zipper pulls to match these
Ooh.
and possibly some webbing. I'm still trying to decide on that. But and then I'll have just all the vinyls, all the basics vinyls that I carry, lots of diamond dust,
Oh.
lots of the other one that's really popular with our shop is called Zombie Skin, and that one's also sold out right now.
I was gonna say
Waiting for
that's
my
the other
refill.
one that was sold out, right?
Yeah, that was the other one that sold out. And
Okay.
that one, it feels like almost like a suede. I ran it during our creature feature rounds because it looked to me like it would match zombies, so I called it zombie skin. Um, but yeah, that one. But it is beautiful. It has almost a suede like feel to it and just a little bit of
Oh,
shimmer.
that's
And
pretty.
it's a perfect accent piece. And that one is another one that one's thicker than the diamond dust, so it really works for structured bags.
I was cracking up at the last one. I love it. I love. Oh, that one's pretty too. It
Yeah.
does have really good shimmer to it, but it's still, yeah, you're right. It gives off that like suede type look.
Yeah, and it feels like that too. I almost want to call it a faux suede, but then people would actually think it would be like really suede like, and
Yeah,
it's not. It's
yeah,
definitely
you
a
got to be
vinyl,
careful.
but it has that little bit of texture to it.
There you go. And I like Zombie Skin. It's a very original name.
Yeah. It's stuck. I can't think of any other name other than calling it a faux suede, and I don't want to call it that because then people would actually expect it to be really suede like. It's
Yeah,
kind of like in
exactly.
between.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, so your lineup of vinyls, some customs, some zipper pulls, lots of fun goodies. It sounds like.
Yes. Yeah,
Um,
and I'm really excited to bring them all there. I'm even planning to have I'm even planning to have a one of those prize wheel things. So if you come by my booth, you can spin it and there'll be goodies, there'll be stickers inspired by some of the designs that we have. There'll be like little knickknack type things, or you could even win a bolt of fabric, or well, not a bolt, but like
oh,
a
you said
yard of
whole
fabric.
bolt? Oh my gosh,
Yeah, a
careful what
whole
you
50
say.
yard. I'm just gonna give you a whole 50-yard bolt. Good luck
Careful
carrying
what you
it.
say. Somebody's gonna be like, "Where's my bolt of fabric?" I'm sorry.
That's the grand prize. Once that's won, it's done.
That's a big prize. Can you
Yeah,
imagine
no, like
somebody
a
walking
yard of
out of there?
fabric and
Uh,
no, Lillian, don't hold me to that.
wait, you all heard that? She will. She'll be like, hello, I won. Where's the entire bolt?
No, because it's not gonna be on the wheel, so you can't win it if it's not on the wheel.
She's gonna like add a sticky note.
You're right. So I look away for 2 seconds, and the next thing I know, all of the prizes have changed.
Yep.
Wait, I'm pretty sure I didn't say I'd get anyone a baby lock machine. What are you? Where did this come from? But yeah, that's kind of one of the things that I'm looking forward to doing because I love doing those types of like fun interaction type things.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Interactive booths go a long way, I feel like any show, but especially at So Magical because everybody just like there's just a fun vibe and
mhm.
environment. And so when the vendors are really into like having fun, the guests want to have even more fun and and then everybody it's just so fun and interactive. So I love it. I'm used to the
I
same
love
here.
that. I haven't been to a convention of any sort since the pandemic hit. So it's gonna be really exciting. Like I haven't sold at them. I attended one last year for a different totally different theme, but not sewing. I've never been to a sewing expo of any sort. I didn't even know they existed. And
Oh,
now I'm
they
like, this
do,
is
but
amazing.
they do, but not necessarily in our category over here. So
Yeah.
we try to be different and mix a little bit of the Comic-Con type feel,
Yes, and I love
fun and young
that.
and nerdy with all the sewing and crafting.
Absolutely, I love that. That's exactly what I'm all about. That's why I'm in the Impish Geek, you know? And my mother's gonna be there with me, and if anything, she's more
Yay!
excited than me. I'm
That's
like thinking
awesome.
about all the stuff I need to get done and all the like the logistics of it, and she's
Mhm.
just like, I've never been to a convention. It's just like, I'm so excited to do these classes and everything. I'm like, Mom, you're gonna have to help me at the booth too. Like, that's the reason why I'm bringing you.
Oh yeah, you got
Like,
to.
I'm gonna need two people, just to, you know.
It'll be
But yeah,
wonderful.
she's really excited about it, and I'm so excited to bring her. Everyone in there's a lot of Mama Impish quotes in my group. She has a lot of really funny commentary in my group, so
I
she's
love that
definitely
she's
a big part of our
involved.
shop.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Lillian says, we love fun. Put the zombie fabric and the fur fabric front and center
Front
because it's so
center.
unique. It really is
Absolutely.
unique.
Absolutely, I will. I don't know how I don't know how everyone does it. Like, how do you organize everything that you're bringing? Because it can't all fit on a table. That's the hardest part. I'm like trying to figure out creative ways to display it. I'm like, I might just have fabric samples in a binder on the table and just let people flip through them and have the stock behind me just so that it's like a little easier.
You got a whole 10 by 10 to play with.
I
There's
know.
you got to use your space.
I know. I gotta figure it out. We're what, 6 months away now? I gotta figure it out.
Shh, don't say that. That's not 6 months. I'm
You're
so
right, I
excited
think
for it
it's
to get
5.
here.
No.
Shh, stop. Back. I'm so excited for it to get here, but it's just like so much work and so much like left to announce and like
Mhm.
release and talk about. Marcia
Absolutely.
says it'll be her first time going to So Magical. Can't wait to meet everyone in Orlando. Oh, it's your hometown. How cool. But she did say that she was looking forward to meet you. I saw it in a previous comment.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So yes, that'll
Yay.
be wonderful.
Yes, stop by. Tell me you came from this chat or whatever if we can remember by then. But yeah, and I wanted to give a sneak peek of my next round here too that no one else has seen yet, if I can do that here. Of
Yes, you
course, my
can.
camera's blurrier than I thought it would be, so I don't know how well this is going to show.
That's okay. Afterwards, you can post pictures in the group if you want
I
it.
will. I will.
Okay, deal.
So the next theme, which is going to be retail only, it's already in production. Hopefully, it'll get here by the end of next month. Is going to be ocean themed, but we're not talking beach ocean because I'm all things, a little bit creepy, a little geeky. So we're talking deep sea creatures like
Ooh, okay.
bioluminescence and creepy
Fun.
crawly things that haunt your nightmares when you look down at the ocean and you can't tell what's down there.
Oh, you're playing on
That's
some like fears here, aren't you?
Yes, and, like, the sirens that actually drown you, not the mermaids that sing to you lovely, those
Okay.
types of things.
I like a little bit of like horror-esque to the ocean theme.
Yes,
Okay, keep
but
going.
we also really like neons here, so there are some neons.
Okay, we love neon.
So, I have an image of one of the designs, which comes in 3 colorways, that I am willing to share here just for you guys, and we're gonna see. You're in New Jersey right now? Oh, me too. We're gonna see if it shows well.
Oh, are they
It
like tentacles?
Yes, they are, and it'll look a lot better when I actually show it.
Yeah, I need you to show us the picture on the group afterwards. But yes, I can tell
Yes,
they're like tentacles. They're very bright
yes. So
too.
there's 3 colorways that it comes in. I'm gonna have this in swim, canvas, woven, cotton lycra, and squish.
I see Ursula cosplay
Oh yeah,
or like
especially the other way,
yeah, the
purple over
purple.
here.
Yeah, but like I could see like so many people playing on like different themes here. Oh, I love
Yeah.
it.
I'll post the actual high res image. with the watermark though, on the group and so that everyone could see it, and then bring it over my group tomorrow. But you guys get to see it first, and there's a lot more
Everybody's
designs
loving
like
it.
that. I'm really looking
Yes.
forward to it. I can't wait till it gets here.
I know. Oh, that's the worst part is waiting for the fabric to write. I like whenever I have something shipped, I'm sitting there like watching it daily. I'm like, did it move?
I know.
Is it
But
close?
my saving grace though is that I don't have to worry about I need to fulfill pre-orders. Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah.
I'm now thinking whenever it shows up, it shows up. I'm hoping the end of the next month, but if it gets delayed, whatever. It's not affecting orders, and I don't have
Yeah,
anyone
exactly. You don't
angry with
have
me or disappointed, and I don't feel like I'm disappointing anyone. That's the worst part is
ugh,
when you go
worst
past
feeling.
turnaround time and it isn't because of you, it's because of the shipping delays, and you're just like,
Exactly.
my hands are tied and I feel like I've disappointed everyone. I know we all have been there, all of us shop owners.
Yes.
It's so
Yes.
stressful. I'm just like, I can't handle the stress.
And that's why you're going to retail, which a lot of people prefer retail because they can get it, quicker and they don't have
Exactly.
to
There's no
wait.
guessing game. You know exactly when it's going to show up. It's going to be there within a day or two, you know.
Exactly. Wonderful. Okay, so my one of my favorite last questions to always ask is what's your favorite item to sell?
the
That's always a hard one.
the obvious thing would be the diamond dust, but I think that's just my favorite because it sells so well and it's so easy to sew and everything. But I
Yeah.
think my favorite thing to sell is actually just the zipper pulls that personally have designed, because
Oh,
that's something that I designed.
yeah,
Like
it's
I
like
came up with this idea,
uh-huh.
I drew it out with my limited drawing skills, and now it's a physical item that someone liked enough to buy. Like
Yeah.
that is my favorite thing to sell, which is also why selling my things that I actually make, like the finished products, is my
Yeah.
favorite thing to sell too,
It's like
because it's
having the
just
idea and like
yeah.
seeing it go to somebody and them being happy with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, I love all of my products, but I definitely get a special little extra jolt of enjoyment from selling something that 100% came from me.
That yeah, I totally agree. I get that. That's cool. It's always like the best feeling. It's like all warm and fuzzies.
Yeah, I know all of us makers in here know that feeling
Yeah.
when someone buys something that you made.
And like walk away like so excited and happy
Yeah,
with it. Yes.
yes, that's the best feeling.
I agree. I agree. All right. Did you have anything else that you wanted to talk about, mention, anything at all?
No, I think we covered everything, and I'm really bad at talking about myself, so
See, it went super easy, right?
yes, I was so
Okay.
nervous. I was like, "Oh my god." And then I went to go get my hair done for the first time in like 2 years,
Oh my gosh.
and it was a bad cut, so, like, I'm like, "Well, living with it now."
Just go with it,
Just
own it. Nobody would
just
know.
roll with it, exactly.
And Cherish said
Aw,
that
thank you,
you did great.
Cherish.
Yes, I totally agree. And thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us tonight.
Thank you for having
I
me.
hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Is
Thank
it?
you, you
Yeah, weekend.
too.
There you go. And then we'll talk to you later. But I'll go ahead and I'll drop you down, and I'm going to continue on with Wine and Chat. But I'll talk to
Awesome, and
you
I'll go
later.
post that, preview and the actuals.
Yes. All right. You have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Okay, stay on. We're gonna move on and we're gonna keep talking and chatting. Of course, I try to have some announcement or something to hang out and talk to y'all about. But this is also the perfect time to ask me anything. Ask me all the things. Cherish, you're here. Good. I'm glad. Lily and I agree. She did a great job. Oh, Melanie's here too. Hi, Melanie. um, she was really sweet. I was. I apologize. Their pronouns are they and them. So they were super sweet, wonderful to have on, and that was great. What are my plans for the weekend? Oh gosh, Melanie, what are you doing? My plans for the weekend, sewing my Dapper Day dress. That's not done yet and not even cut out yet. I was supposed to do over the past 2 days and I haven't done it. And also getting the class schedule totally solidified. Y'all are going to be very excited. Class schedule is coming soon. Like It's around the corner. The teachers are currently reviewing it and making sure everything is perfectly lined up and there's no issues. So I'm super stoked about that. And yes, I saw your comment earlier, Michelle. I do live by my own timeline. I have to. I definitely do need a sew. I really do. And plus, I just want to sew because I don't get to sew for myself ever anymore or at all. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna make you sew this weekend. Yeah, she's gonna put me on Marco Polo or FaceTime and like force me to sit down. So, and then my goal also is next week is Patreon. If y'all didn't already know, I hope I answered your question, Melanie. That's the extent is cleaning my house and sewing for Dapper Day. So if y'all don't know, Patreon live is next Wednesday. So if you're in Patreon and you're at least in the $5 tier and above, you get to join in on our Patreon Zoom call, which is always a hoot and a half. What happens in Patreon stays in Patreon is the saying. So definitely during Patreon, y'all are going to see me just finishing because I have 2 dresses and at least 1 bag. Potentially 2 bags. I don't know. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Timelines. Who sticks to timelines? I have no idea. No idea. It's a great question. Oh, Melanie, you're sending me your pics. Thank you. Melanie's got 1 more class to announce that we haven't announced yet, and it's gonna be great because we already talked about. So Melanie, if y'all don't know, owns Zorel and Kal-El, one of our vendors, and she's teaching this year, and she's teaching a brand new pattern that she's come up with called the Bow Fanny. We already announced that one, but she's also going to be teaching 1 more class of something that she's been making feverishly for herself and her company. So very excited for that. And then her partner in crime, who is always on her lives, is Lily, and Lily's going to be teaching a class too that hasn't been announced yet. So it's going to be great. No need to be nervous, Melanie. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. Yes, scoops, Patreon. Yeah. Very excited. I'm excited for Patreon this month. I get excited more and more each time we do it. I see y'all's comments coming in. So I'm going to keep leaving up the Ask Me Anything. Oh, yes. So Melanie, we were talking about this. When is the Bow Fanny pattern actually going to release, or is it like closer to So Magical because Michelle needs it for her So Magical Expo strikes? Which do y'all want to see like a little sneak peek? Liquid courage is always required, Melanie. Jennifer, what time will the Zoom be? I believe I have it set for 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but honestly, we're on it for at least 3 hours. I don't think there's been one in the past like 4 or 5 months that has been under 3 hours. If I'm going to be honest. So, okay, I won't show ours, Michelle, but who wants to see a sneak peek of the upcoming So Magical Expo fabric that's getting ready to release? Sneak peek. Okay. All right. So the fabric for 2022, we came up with some new designs. Michelle and I showed them off on our mail opening video on Tuesday. We did on Tuesday. So I'll go ahead and show it here as well. I won't go in as much detail, but at least y'all can see it. I've come up with a new way of tying until I get new washi tape in, but this is like it's really fun to play with too. It's like this meshy tube, and it's really good for tying up vinyl. So this is one of them. This is the white hibiscus. It's got little So Magicals in there. The color's not doing it justice on the screen. I feel like it's very dull. It's so vibrant and bright. It's so purple and teal, and those are the colors. Y'all are cracking me up. I see the side conversations gone over here. Michelle can be bribed too, by the way. So yes, there was a part of this. There's fabric in the So Magical Expo pre-order that will be there that only Michelle and I have strikes for because we came up with this idea one day at Epcot. And we said we had to do it for Dapper Day. So This is also the reason why I have to get sewing done because it's also part of the strikes. So this is another one. This is the Ducky Hibiscus for this year. Do you see the little duckies hidden? He is so stinking cute. You know I love me some rubber ducky. So this one, so this will be in a white colorway and black colorway, and then this one will be white and black. But I'm going to show you this one in black because honestly, I feel like the colors come out a little differently. Yes, the ducky vinyl is so cute. I love it. Oh, here you go. Here's the black. My dog's going to try to open the door. He's very smart and tall. Okay, so this is the hibiscus SME, but in the black colorway. It is just so pretty. So this one's going to come out really great. I'm excited to see what all the strikers come up with. There's a couple more in here. So, but those hopefully will be dropping in May for the pre-order is what the current plan is, as long as all goes well. And yeah, so our strikers are getting all their fabrics in. Very excited. We're also rerunning the rat fabric. If anybody's been on the French rat ride, this is the wallpaper. Actually, the wallpaper is in this colorway. This is my personal roll, so ignore the tape. But this one is the actual wallpaper, but I ran it in a black and white colorway as well. So these will be running. It's a one-off situation of me running a non-sew magical fabric because I had to have it. But the other one is truly inspired, but Michelle says I can't show it tonight. Sorry, I knocked my thing. But we will also be rerunning the bubbles fabric of Sew Magical Expo and potentially the coordinate with it as well. But for sure, these two will be rerun. They will be in 18-inch rolls for vinyl, but we'll have cotton woven, cotton canvas, bamboo lycra, swim, French terry, squish. I think we're going to do instead of minky going forward. So those are coming in as well. Very cute. My ducky chills on my desk. I've got duckies everywhere. I love it. The duckies are the best. Michelle's working on her strikes right now. I know a couple of the strikers have gotten it in. Michelle's gotten hers. Valerie's gotten hers in. They're constantly messaging me as it comes in, so I'm very excited. I'm excited you're coming to your first SME too. It's going to be wonderful. I hope you love it. Everybody is so friendly and nice. It looks great on the TV screen. The colors are muted on my tablet. Ah, okay. See, it was muted on my computer screen. So hopefully I can get really good photos that show how vibrant it is because Michelle won't stop talking about how vibrant the colors are every time I talk to her. She's like, I just can't get past it. The printer, our supplier, did a wonderful job, and honestly, it looks so good. So all of it's going to be on pre-order here in the next few weeks. Hopefully, I will have all that information released. I believe in the next week to 2 weeks. So again, y'all can ask me anything you would like. I'm reading through these comments real quick. I feel like I need to make something special for Sewing Expo. Yes, a lot of people will actually make a bag or to carry their stuff in, or an outfit piece. Some people have made shirts, skirts, leggings. I saw the leggings I saw last year, so good. An accessory for their class to like hold stuff in, or they buy the fabric because usually when you go to the class, if it's hands-on, you make it with the kit that's provided. But if you love it and you want to whip something up afterwards and Sew Magical fabric, you now have it. And so it's a really fun way to kind of incorporate it and get some extra swag, but still be unique and fun. You know what I mean? I think a lot of folks do that. And I'm hoping at our Sew Magical family gathering that we have a bunch of people working on it, and fingers crossed, exactly what Jessa said was very true, that shipping is always an issue. So fingers crossed the pre-orders come in time for family gathering. So if anybody doesn't know already, we're having like a meetup type thing for this first one. The first one's free. Sewing Studio is hosting it. It will be July 30th. The seats are already currently sold out. So what we did is, if you go under sewmagicalexpo.com/buy tickets, there's a listing there to where you can reserve your spot for either morning or afternoon. I put up a wait list option. So if you want to go ahead and fill that out, knowing that you do want to come, if somebody ends up dropping out, you're more than welcome to do that. I know a few folks have already filled that out. So, and it will go on first come, first serve down that wait list. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be open sewing. We're going to have games. Michelle's very excited about the games. And it'll be a lot of fun time. And plus, of course, shopping at the Sewing Studio. When I lived back in Florida, I took classes there. Yes, it's a wonderful place. And I don't know how long ago you lived here, but it's expanded. Like, I feel like it's constantly changing. Ever since I've been going there a few years back, since So Magical started, really, 2019. They've changed it and they keep evolving it. Yes, I know a couple people are doing like little road trips to come to it, so I think that's super cute. Lots of fun. Yes, Michelle's going to be the game show host for family gatherings, so that'll be a lot of fun. Oh, okay, let's see. I've got questions coming in. Hold on, I'm not catching up. Oh, thanks, Andy. I'm glad you like the prints. I feel like y'all are cranking out the prints over there. Andy is part of Glitterbuck Fairy, one of our vendors and teachers. Shayna and Adrienne, the evil twins. And so they have some really cool vinyls over there as well. Sneak peek is a weird word. Look at it. Sneak. Sorry, got what? Seeing the black bubbles canvas right me out a Steffi shoulder bag. Yeah, and honestly, this is from my previous supplier, and this one was more like soft and suppley. That might work okay for a Steffi. The new version that we get is a little bit stiffer of a vinyl. So it has like more structure, so you don't need to interface this at all, and it doesn't really stretch. So that's good. And it is commercial machine friendly. Oh, I guess I need the rat fabric. Yep. See, rabbit hole. Will 2023 fabric be the same? So right now we're actually working on designing some 2023 fabric. We're trying to get ahead of the curve going forward. 2023 may have some new fabrics and might potentially be different for each location of SME next year. So there's some fun ideas in work. We've got an amazing new graphic designer who's working for us, Natalia, who's actually also one of our strike artists. Very coincidental how that happened. But she's kind of like how Jessa was talking about their partnership with their artists. Is I kind of have that now with this person, and I kind of just throw out it's like, this is really the rough idea. I can't even sketch it because I can't sketch at all, but I'll throw it out there, be like, this is what I'm thinking. And this is the very vagueness of my ideas. I don't really know what I want. I just know I want this, this, and this. And then she comes back with these amazing ideas. All right, great. Thank you so much. How many have bought tickets? I haven't run the numbers recently. I do know that we stand today the same amount as we had attendees last year. So if anybody questioned whether or not we were going to grow from last year, we are. So we definitely are surpassing what we had for ticket sales as of today in April. At beginning of April, I think is the last time I pulled it. We're standing more than what we were in 2021, which is so cool. So the SME family is definitely growing. When all those make great wallpaper. I mean, like literally wallpaper. I do know, I think what is it, Spoonflower, which caveat, transparency, I'm not a fan of spoon flower for a couple of reasons, but I do know that when people design stuff and put it on there, you can buy not just fabric, but wallpaper, I heard, which I think is really interesting. I'm always curious about that. Do wallpaper came back for a while, didn't it? Like that's a thing again. I know it was like big in the 70s, 80s because I bought a 70s house. And let me tell you, the amount of wallpaper I had to take off was insane. Okay, I'm catching up on y'all arguing about showing the special fabric that Michelle doesn't want me to show. Yes, literally every time we talk about the fabric. Like, no, we're not even talking about the fabric. She brings up how vibrant it is. It cracks me up. And no, FaceTime doesn't do it justice at all. Oh, what is your favorite part of Dapper Day? Oh, I like the questions, Melanie. You're like throwing me some curveballs tonight. Okay, my favorite part of Dapper Day, I think, is seeing everybody, like getting to see people again and just see what people like the creativity behind people's Dapper Day outfits. So it's like twofold because not everybody that I get to see and catch up with at Dapper Day comes dressed in like dapper garb, but those who do, I like people watching. I think there's been several times where we just sat down and watched people walk by and we just take pictures as they walk by because it's some people make their outfits or portion of it, or some people just come up and like source it from different places and come up with these crazy ideas. I'm very excited. I kind of want to get more pictures this year than I have in past years. I got a new camera so I can try to vlog while we're there. We'll see how that goes. Michelle and Terry Jo are going to have to keep me on my game and try to remind me to film as much as possible. But I think that's my favorite part. It's just seeing the creativity behind it all and then just the uniqueness and seeing people who like wearing stuff like that not get judged, because I feel like sometimes if you go out in public on a normal day here in 2022, it's not as like common to see somebody wearing like, you know, a nice A-line dress that has corseting in it. You know what I mean? But it's wonderful to see that it's just so accepted and everybody can kind of just be free and have fun. And it's, I don't know, it's just fun. I love all things Dapper Day. I used to go before I actually was sewing garments myself, because I just got into garment sewing maybe like Luke's 8. So like 8 years ago, I started making clothes for Luke first because I figured if I messed up, he's not going to care. So before that, I was going to Dapper Day and I just went in like normal civilian clothes and I would just sit there and like peruse and watch and people watch, and I would just sit there and, you know, with my snackies and my drinks and watch. So now it's kind of cool to get to participate too, now that I have that skill set. Oh, Melanie. Oh, Michelle says that her favorite part are the petticoats. Yes, Michelle did just get new prints from Andy and Shayna from Glitterbug. I'm very excited to see what you whip up for your strikes for them. I'm excited. Oh, you're cutting those out too. You're a cutting fiend right now. Marcia said, if I wanted to make a dress as well, what would you recommend the best fabric to be? It depends on your skill set and what pattern you're using. I would say if you're going for like a structured dress with like a zipper or like a gathered skirt or something like that, with elastic in the waistband, you can get away with cotton woven. Like my Dapper Day dress is cotton woven, but it has a lap zip in it and it's got boning and corsetry in it. But if I'm going for like quick and I've got my serger, which my serger just got fixed and is back home with me, I'm so happy. Then I'll do bamboo lycra. I'm not a fan of cotton lycra. I love double brush poly, but Florida heat is not okay. It's not okay to wear DPD in Florida. But I would say any of like the lycra category, anything knit based. I mean, if you're going for colder weather, you can do like a French terry dress, which I've done, and it's very comfy. Or waffle knit. Oh, I love my waffle knit dress I have. But yeah, so anything like knit based is really good because it stretches enough for you to like not have to put a zipper in, which is always wonderful. So I would, you know, if you're asking in relation to Sew Magical fabric, I carry bamboo, lycra, and French terry are the primary knit-based fabrics, and then I do have the cotton woven. So you've got some options. Michelle, are you baking anything this time? Oh, the TikTok blew up. Okay, so Michelle, I'm going to tell this story about Michelle just did a strike for Glitterbuck Fairy. Was their pepperoni pizza fabric, their vinyl, which is super cute. And she's like, she's like, as soon as I saw it, I knew what I was gonna make. I'm gonna make a Dana. And she's getting, I'm sorry, my nose is very itchy right now. It's these allergies, man. So she said, she's been getting very creative with her TikToks. And she did one where she like created, like she threw down all the different pieces and then like it turned into the item, you know, that trend. And so she said, I'm doing this pizza one. I was like, oh my gosh, bake the vinyl, put it on a tray and put it in the oven and it comes out as the bag. And so she did such a good job. Like I just threw the idea out there, but she did such a good job stitching all that together. It came out so stinking cute. Check it out. I don't know. She's got it on her TikTok, RN Stitches, like registered nurse _ stitches. But it's so stinking cute. And then so I think she used Emporium Threads, hardware, and Glitterbuck Fairy vinyl. And it's a pattern, the Dana pattern by Lynn's Handmade, which we all love. Okay, so I'm catching up on comments, but Ray's correct. So Magical has grown enough this year that I think Damien might lose the bet with Lauren Mormino. Last year, we got coffee on like Sunday or something, and we were sitting there chatting, and Dee and Lauren made a bet between the two of them about how much So Magical would grow this year, like in 1 year's time. I don't remember the exact number. I'd have to go ask them. I know they know. I think it's like three times as much. And that whoever lost owed the other one $2. Don't know why it was $2, but $2 was the bet. And so there's like in the vendor group, I posted about like we surpassed the ticket sales already, and she's like, I'm winning the $2. So it'll be very interesting. And I said that we have to have a picture of them exchanging the $2. It'll be so funny. Okay, see, now I'm catching up to the Spoonflower and wallpaper. Yeah, on Spoonflower. But yeah, they have the wallpaper. Okay, wallpaper is trending again. Good to know. I feel like it's hit or miss. Ray also says that it's back. I'm going to do Up My House. I love it. The chic stuff. I feel like you can go like one way or the other. Tasteful, targeted wallpaper use only. I'm loving the opinions on wallpaper tonight. This is very fun. The turns that Wine and Chat takes. Wallpaper is definitely still a thing. I have a good friend who hangs wallpaper full time and 2 apprentices. What? I'm impressed. I've seen the ones where it's like the removable wallpaper. So if you rent or live in an apartment or something, you can put it on and then like take it off later. I've seen those lately. So it's so interesting. Melanie, I'm assuming you're talking about Dapper Day. Yes, you must go. I know you're very upset because Lily's there right now. But yeah, I need y'all to come to Orlando's Dapper Day, or I need to try to like make sure we get out to a Disneyland Dapper Day because I still haven't been to Disneyland or California. I know some people say that's a very bad thing. Like I need to get my booty out there. Oh my goodness, Cherish. Now my house, the little old ladies that had it before us never took any down. That they added 10 layers of wallpaper. Oh my gosh. That's terrible. Yes, bamboo, lycra, and Florida for sure. That's my go-to. Like I don't even carry cotton lycra anymore for our rounds because not as many people were buying it. And also I just think bamboo has like it has like almost the soft feel of a double brush poly, but like the airiness and the nice stretch of like lycra. It's a lot airier and lighter, I think, than cotton lycra. Sir Bobbins was the OG TikTok, and that was popular. How many vendor rooms? There are 2 vendor halls this year. We booked out and filled out our vendor hall 1 rather quickly. And for anybody that came last year for kind of like rough size guidelines, vendor hall 1 is larger than the 2 vendor halls we had last year. So the 2 vendor halls we had last year that were like kind of smaller rooms, we combined that, added more space. That's vendor hall 1. Vendor hall 2 is about 4 or 5 times the size of that. But vendor hall 2 is going to have it's going to be open only on Saturday and Sunday. And it's going to also have the stage in it, and it's going to have a classroom. So if you went to OSQE, you kind of know what that kind of looks like. It will be separated. It'll be crafting only, but we will have a lot going on in vendor hall 2 on Saturday and Sunday. So, you'll be definitely passing all the vendors in vendor hall 2. So I believe Impish, they are in the vendor hall 2. A lot of folks are in vendor hall 2. We have about, don't quote me, I want to say like 20-ish vendors in vendor hall 1. And some of them have very large booths, by the way. Some of them have a 10 by 40, 10 by 30s, very big booths. And then, vendor hall 2 has even more. Lots of vendors this year. I think we're up to 34 vendors right now. Yes, Lillian answered it already. 2 for vendor spaces. Oh, a Disneyland meetup. I'm so in. Oh my goodness. I would love to make it out there. I feel like, no, I've never been. I know, right? It's been on my bucket list to make every Disney park, but it has not happened yet. So it's definitely on my list to get out there. It's on my trip list. I have lots of trips lined up this year though. Bamboo is cooling and breeze. Totally agree. Hi, Deanna. Yeah, and bamboo does have really good drape. If you wear a dress in lycra, I feel like I'm wearing cardboard cotton lycra, not bamboo lycra. Bamboo lycra and cotton lycra are very different. Oh, are you talking about? No, yeah. Mental note, Impish will be in vendor hall 2. Yes, they will be in vendor hall 2. So definitely check their booth out. Yes, and hence Michelle doing the vendor wrangling job this year. Okay. All right. I'll keep up Ask Me Anything. And I'll come through. I had stuff to talk about, but we showed the fabric. We talked about Patreon, right? I did want to show y'all that until the new website is released, I know you're all tired of hearing me say that. Until then, on the current website, I added under the About section, I added a Florida class announcements tab. So it does not have anything you can click. It does not have the class information, but this is like one-stop shop to show you all the classes that have been announced to date. I might have put 1 or 2 in there that hasn't been released yet. Oops. Anyway, so this is only about half the classes. This isn't even, there's over 50, by the way. I think this is like 20. This is 24 of them. So this is less than half of the classes for this year. So if you wanted to see that, you can go onto the current website, sewmagicalexpo.com, and go to the About section. There's a list of stuff here. And you can see the hotel is currently filled. I'm constantly asking if we are ever able to get additional rooms. It will be posted widespread very, very quickly, so everybody's aware that it's coming, that we have rooms. But as of right now, we're sold out of our discounted room block. You can go at the regular hotel prices, or if you have Marriott points, you can book with that. There are other ways to stay at the hotel. Just our room block that is discounted is currently booked up. And then my suggestion is try to stay in the Gulf Coast area, or the coastal Gulf Coast rooms, or the Emerald Bay rooms. Those are the 2 closest sections to the convention center section. You can also go on here and check out the current announcements for vendors. Again, this is temporary until the new site's dropped. So you can't click it and go to their websites yet. The new site will have that. But this is all the announcements that were dropped for the vendors so far. So as you can see, there's quite a few of them. The new website will have like what hall they're located in. We will have a map up of where all the vendors are located because we have so many vendors this year. So you'll definitely be able to check all that out. And then you can also kind of check out the draft schedule here. There's some things that are in here that are like TBD type things. And all that will be solidified here shortly with the class schedule. But I did want to show everybody that was up there so you were aware. Sneak peek on the website. That's actually the current website. That's not even the new website. The new website is different, I promise. The coolest part of the new website is the functionality of signing up for classes in your accounts. So we took a lot of what everybody was saying they were having issues with, or we needed to help people a lot more on, and took that in that feedback and tried to create a really good solution. So yeah, it's very cool. Very cool, Cherish. Speaking of website, when the new website drops, I will be announcing the ticket sales for Texas here in the next month or so. And when those will drop, what specific dates each category, because Patreon will get first access to tickets. So, and VIP and VIP Plus will be at Texas as well. And those are always capped based off of the perks that they get. So those are capped. And those will be, all that information will be available by June. June timeframe is what we're aiming for right now. Or as Ray likes to call it, Texan me. But if you want to come to Florida, we do have tickets on sale right now. The VIP and VIP Plus are completely sold out. But all those classes you just saw, if you want to sign up for a class, you have to have your ticket in advance of signing up for your classes. And as soon as the class schedule drops, not long after, we will be announcing like when the class signups will occur. So you'll have plenty of time to peruse the whole schedule, look through the class listings, really figure out what you do and don't want to do. Have your backups. We always suggest if there's a class you really want, and like we have 5 classrooms this year. There's a lot going on at one time. Plus we're going to have the stage, which will have demos and presentations as well. So there is a lot going on at all times. That's so magical. So we always say, if you have like a class you want, always have a backup what you want to do at that time. That way you can gauge if something sells out or you can't, or books up and you can't get into that class, you have other options. And you never know what you might actually get. Yes, Texas planning that trip with my niece. Oh, no way. I didn't know that. Oh, yay. Lillian, you're going to go? Okay, Lillian's been with us since the first year. And Lillian's gone to everyone. So it makes my heart happy to know that you're going to come out to Texas with us. I heard about a class someone will be teaching, but I can't tell no one what it is. I hope I know. Who is it? You message me. I'm not sure who you know, Marcia. Lily's watching from Disneyland. Hi, Lily. How many classes did I have the first year? Oh my gosh. I only had 3 classrooms the first year. I have no idea. I couldn't have been more than 20 or so classes, maybe. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head. It feels like so long ago. Oh, and Connie's on tonight too. Hello, Connie. Oh, there you go. Hi, Connie. Oh, what outfit are you wearing, Lily? Lily is out at Dapper Day in Disneyland. So Disneyland always occurs prior to Disney World Dapper Day, if anybody's curious about that. I know I took a ton my first year, which was year 2, 2020. Well, that was fun. Like my schedule was booked, but that was year 2. Correct. Yeah. Oh, Connie's testing a few designs. Connie's one of our vendors, teachers as well. Creations by Connie Embroidery, if y'all don't know. I mean, I'm sure I know who it is. I just don't know who you know. Don't worry, all the classes, I'm trying to get 1 to 2 class announcements out every single day until the class schedule drops. So that way y'all can continuously know what's going on and coming your way. So I'm sure it'll come out soon. I have the first year schedule. Stop. Do you really? Oh my goodness. I know you still have like your badge from the first year too, don't you? That's too funny. Back when you had to write your name on your badges. All right. Ask me anything, y'all. I'm here. I'm here to answer the questions. Speaking of Dapper Day at Disney World, which is coming up next weekend, not this weekend, that's Disneyland. Dapper Day meetups here in Central Florida. These are our meetups. You can find our meetup events on our So Magical page and So Magical Expo group on Facebook. You can go on there and say you're going or not, but it has the information. So I want to quickly drop them here. I just adjusted the times today. So on Saturday, April 30th, we're meeting at 2 p.m. And if anybody knows, the bridge that connects between UK and France, like right by where the Skyliner is, if you're going across that bridge, there's like a little section where you can walk down. It's like closer to the water and it's kind of separated. Not many people walk down there. We're going to meet there to take our photo and hang out and chat. And that way it's like kind of separated, but it's still like in the heart of the countries. And that way, if anybody's coming from a Skyliner, they can hop in from the Skyliner, which I'm trying to make it easy on everybody. So it'll be 2 p.m. on Saturday, and then on Sunday, okay, so that's Epcot. And then at Hollywood Studios on Sunday, we're going to meet at 2:30 in front of the Muppet Fountain, which is in front of the Muppets 3D Vision, right in front of the entrance to Galaxy's Edge. So if you're right there, there's a fountain there with, I think it's Miss Piggy. We're going to meet there. We may wander into Galaxy's Edge to take a photo. We might do it there. Haven't decided yet, but assume 2:30 at Muppets Fountain is where we're going to meet and chat and hang out. So if you can't make one, you can try to make the other. But if you see me walking around, or Michelle or Terry Jo, we're going to be together all weekend because Michelle's birthday weekend next weekend. Just come and say hi. I have swag on me and I give things away. I'm very excited and happy over Dapper Day weekend, and I've got all the swag. Oh my gosh. Lillian's looking for the schedule. This is cracking me up. How many classes were there last year compared to this year? I feel like this is not a number I try to like memorize. There were probably 40 individual classes, 40 to 45 individual classes. Sorry, I swear I just saw something walk past my window. I'm like Melanie and Lily. They hear the ghost in their warehouse. There's probably 40 to 45 individual classes, but there were several duplicates. This year we have over 50 individual classes, and some of them are duplicated as well. So a lot has been added, but we also added quite a few more complex classes because we're trying to give those who are not the beginner level some more advanced things to work on. And those classes you really can't be done in an hour to 2 hours. So those, the additional time it takes kind of takes up the room in the schedule, which is really cool. We're planning to go to Texas too. Yay. I'm so happy Fran's going to come out too. Fran has also been around since year 1. Fran was a guest year 1 and then started working at the sewing studio right afterwards. And then she's been teaching ever since. So she's the sewing studio teacher. When y'all see the schedule drop for that and all the announcements for sewing studio, Fran is the teacher. Trying to find a hotel that's not $540 a night. For what? Dapper Day? Yeah, I feel like the prices go up that weekend. We booked so long ago, knowing like as soon as we found out Dapper Day dates, we're like, all right, book the hotel now. You might want to look at dapperday.com. I think has discounted rates at some of some of the Disney hotels. Maybe. I don't know if they're still available. Just throwing it out there. Might try that. Oh, you work at studios that Sunday. Wait, who is this? Is it Donna? I'm guessing. I'm trying to think who else works Hollywood Studios. But oh yes, if you're there, please come say hi. Yes, Connie. Well, Connie, I know you're gonna be there, so of course I'm gonna give you swag. You just gotta tell me what swag you already have, so I can make sure I try to keep like mixing it up what I bring, but it's kind of hard because I get the normal squad constantly comes out, and I'm always running out of unique things for them because they come to everything. Oh yes, Michelle. Fair warning: nobody give Michelle any hugs this weekend because she has stitches, so she can't hug. Do air hugs for Michelle. Are you going to be at MegaCon this year? I am planning to be at MegaCon. I don't know what days. I would love to try to get every day, and I might because I heard it sounds like it's a little bit bigger. There's more. So, but I'm not working it this time. I'm just gonna come as a person, as a guest. But I've heard a lot of SME guests and vendors are gonna be there. So I know Deanna's gonna be there, which I'm very excited about seeing you again in your hubs. Yeah, but yes, I will be at MegaCon. I'm not sure what days yet. So as soon as I figure that out, which I need to because it's like a month away. And I'm trying to figure out, I might wear one of my Dapper Day dresses there because I feel like I can easily turn it into cosplay. I might wear my Ray Dapper Day dress that I really like. It's very comfy and it's just fun, but I need somebody to do my hair. Michelle did it last time for me. Hand hugs. Aw, hand hugs. Oh, birthday high fives. There you go. Oh, Connie's looking into hotels for next weekend. Oh, and it is Donna at Studios. Okay, yay. Yeah, I hope you can come. Will each attendee get a swag bag? Yes, every guest that comes to So Magical Expo gets a swag. We call them welcome bags. We'll get a welcome bag of varying levels. So VIP and VIP Plus get like a Mac Daddy bag. All weekenders get a step down from that. The one dayers get a step down, and then the folks that get a no class pass, they still get a goodie bag, but it's not like a canvas tote or like a big tote bag. It's a smaller plastic bag, but those tickets are only $10 to come for the day. And if you come for a no class pass and you don't take classes, you can still participate in watch or participate in the fashion show, go to the D-Sash Bash Room. You can check out the demos in the vendor hall. You can shop the vendor halls. There's still, you can attend any of the meetups and exchanges. So there's still lots to do. So, yes, but every single attendee gets a welcome bag. All attendees except for no class passes get a lanyard and a badge with your name on it. That badge changes every year, so you get a unique design each year. We will have a fun vendor-related scavenger hunt again this year. We're working on the details of what that's going to look like. The ribbons are coming back as well. Gosh, the raffles are still going to be there. So if you come for no class pass on Sunday, you can participate in the raffles, which I can't wait to open the sponsorship sheet because so many of the vendors and sponsors from last year are already like lining up with some great ideas. You know what happens when you're looking for something you can't find it. I even had class notes. Oh my gosh, that is so impressive. I think that's the year I did like the little notebooks too. So I'm sure you have that somewhere. Ray Dapper Day. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'll try to find the picture. I wore it last year. Yeah, it was last year's Dapper Day that I did the Ray Dapper Day look. It was a dress pattern by Ragamuffin Patterns. I'm blanking on the name, which one it was. but it's really cute. It's got like a little empire neckline. It's really cool. And I made it with some like scrap fabric I had laying around because I did not have 2 Dapper Day dresses. You got to have a different one every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should save all my money for the day of expo. Well, that's why we let you all know about the vendors in advance, so you can kind of check them out, figure out what you do and don't want, and also start shopping them early. But I will say, and that's what Michelle commented on earlier, is we love the exclusives. So a lot of them will come up with stuff that is exclusive to So Magical. Like Connie does exclusive embroidery designs just for So Magical Expo guests. And a lot of them will do special sales, or they'll come out with like a special product that is first revealed, like Jessa is doing in her Impish booth. So the weekend pass will get the bags. Yes, we all weekend passes, everybody gets a welcome bag. It just varies on the type of welcome bag that you get. Oh, Catherine came the first year. Yeah, in the little notebooks. I've been contemplating whether or not to bring those back, but for sale in the swag booth, because I know some folks like to take notes and stuff like that. But I never want to potentially sell something that a vendor might do. So yes. I'll share that I chuckled seeing back how few classes there were. There were quite a few. There's a lot less that first year, but it was our first run. I'm shocked for the folks that came back after the first year. We learned a lot, and it's been a fun journey. Let me tell you, because so this is year 4, and next year's year 5. So next year's the big year. There's lots of announcements still coming about next year that we haven't revealed yet. That I'm very antsy to talk about. So lots of things in work for year 5. Year 5's the big year. And so yes, it's going to be great. Oh, Connie's talking about our embroidery designs for that. I have awesome ones for this year. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see them. I'm starting a fund now. Yes. Melly says, some bring a crap ton of zipper tape. Yes. Lots of zipper tape was in the Zorel booth last year. That's for sure. Okay, we chatted about that. Again, I will say this, ask me anything. There are no silly questions, because especially if you've never come before, and we are a different show. So if you've been to a different quilting show, or if you've been to other cons that weren't sewing related, we're a little mesh and meld of all the different things. So, the 5K giveaways coming up. I know Suzanne asked about it the other day on, was it today on the group? My days are mixed up right now. The 5K giveaway is coming up. I think I have about 15 sponsors right now lined up. So might do 2 a day, 2 prizes a day kind of thing. The release of information of what is all entailed in the giveaway and how it's going to work will be released on Sunday. And it is expected to start on Monday. This coming Monday we'll start it. So we'll have daily entries. There'll be 1 winner per prize, and there's lots of really good prizes, not just from our current vendors, but also individuals who can't come as a vendor this year and just want to sponsor. There's some really good goodies in there. So just keep an eye out. 5K giveaway it's coming up. It's coming up. But that first year, we all loved all of it when we chatted in the group page. It was the start of something big. I know. It was a special year. I got to talk to everybody. And so Lillian will tell you, like, we have this tradition every year. Lillian and her daughter and I always take a picture. And Lillian was like the only one that came up to me that first year and was like, no, I think Catherine took a picture with me too. But said, like, we have to get a picture together, and you have to do this again next year. And at the time, we were like on the fence about whether to keep it going or not. And I mean, I'm so thankful we did, but it was amazing individuals like Lillian who inspired us to keep going and make it bigger and better every year. But yes, I have my photos with Lillian and stuff from every year from the first year. So It's things like that are special. And Michelle's first year, she's like, I need a selfie, and so it always just cracks me up. But that year I definitely got to talk to everybody, even the folks who came up to me and said, hey, where's whoever runs this, you need to tell them this. And I'm like, because that was 4 years ago, and I think I looked a little bit younger. And then 2020 is the last day of our second year. In 2020, I think it was right before midnight, we hit 1,000 people in the Facebook group. So even in the pandemic and everything, we managed to still grow the group, which was wonderful to see all the love in the family growing. Is there going to be a Dino class? There sure is going to be a Dino class. It's coming. It's in work, and the Dino class this year is special. It will be a hands-on class this year, and it will have interactive components to it, not just making a project. I'm so excited. And yes, Miss Terry Jo is teaching it with Luke, my 8-year-old, will be co-teaching again with Terry Jo, or Luchasaurus Rex, as many have come to know him and have called him. He was in his blow-up dinosaur T-Rex costume last year for a day. But yes, they will be co-teaching the dinosaur class, and they've been having almost daily FaceTimes for the past week to talk about all the details of it, and it's hilarious because Miss Terry Jo throws out the idea, well, what if we do this? And he's like, yes, I like it. It's very cute. It is really awesome. I think that's one of my favorite parts of SME is the small vendor or the small businesses aspect of everybody coming in, but also like half of our guests are small businesses themselves. So it's seeing everybody kind of grow together and learn about new companies and all the fun networking. And that doesn't feel like networking. You're just getting new friends from all across the country. And it just blows my mind how many people I know and are friends with, I feel like now, that are all over like the world, essentially. I mean, not all the way the world, but I mean, we do have Canadians and Alaskans and Hawaiians and Puerto Ricans. And so they're outside of the continental US, so they count as international. But so many folks from all over that I feel like we know now, and that we would have ever had a chance to get to know these people. And then year 3, I bugged you until you remembered my name. Yes, you did. I know. I felt so bad. But this is why we know you as Glenn now. Because there was several folks, and it's really hard, but there were so many people last year that I didn't know or hadn't talked to before. And then there was the ones I was like, I know I've talked to you, but I've talked to like literally 300 other people today. I apologize, I can't remember your name. And I felt so bad that I didn't remember Glenn's name. And now I will never not remember Glenn's name. Melanie, message me separately. What is a Dino class? Okay, so Marsha, you haven't come before, but last year we added a dinosaur crafts presentation class where one of our teachers, Terry Jo, talked about different classes or different crafts you can do using dinosaurs. And it was meant to have, because we do allow children to come to Expo. And so we like try to get younger folks to be inspired and want to make and create. So it was kind of geared towards that, but it was funny how many there was more adults than there was children in that class. Not to say that we didn't have quite a few children, but we had several adults who were very excited, and it was really fun. But it was a presentation-based class last year, and my son is a very big part of So Magical. He's always there with us every year, and he has been since year 1. And there's individuals, if you can remember him from the first year, they all knew they all met Luke. Everybody knew Luke, and so we decided to add something fun that incorporated him this past year, which is dinosaurs. He's obsessed with dinosaurs. He knows like every single dinosaur. So, and then we also kind of big on incorporating costuming, cosplay, having fun. So one of the days, it was Saturday, where we have our fashion show, where people who make make anything really. We had people walk accessories and like a dog vest down the fashion show, down the runway. On that day, it was kind of like open cosplay day. So that's the day that Luke wanted to wear his inflatable dinosaur costume that he had for Halloween. And we also had the ribbons going on. And so if you could go up to him and tell him what your favorite dinosaur was, and after a while he stopped giving ribbons out for people saying T-Rex because he said, I'm tired of hearing it. He's like, I don't think they know any dinosaurs. But he would give out a ribbon to you that said SME Dino Club. And so you were officially part of the Dino Club. And that was one of the ribbons that you could get as part of the ribbon scavenger hunt that entered you to win an embroidery machine. Okay. Or it was Sunday. Maybe it was Sunday. Whatever day it was. But yeah, so it's just like little fun things like that where we try to, you don't see that at your typical show. Are ribbons coming back, please? Yes, the ribbons are coming back. I am working on those details. So yes, they are coming back for sure. Yes, we love Terry Jo and Luke's class. They're hilarious together. I'm so glad we all pushed through year 1 and 2. Now we have something very special. Yes, we do, Fran. Yes, it's the year 2. It was a very scary year with COVID and potentially having to shut down So Magical in just the second year. So I appreciate and love everybody who's stuck with us the first 2 years or joined us the year 2 and came back for year 3. So it's always just wonderful to see. Friends for life. Heck yeah. All the way across the other side of the country. Where may the fashion show take place? Need my historical inspiration. So Florida's fashion show again this year will take place in the fort again. It's for sure in the fort for 2022. And we will still have enough space. There's a high likelihood that we will have people sitting on the second floor of the fashion show. So we're going to have the stairs open that you can walk up there and watch the fashion show from above, as well as in one of the chairs down below. So we're adding more chairs. And yeah, so fashion show is in the fort. So if you haven't been to Gaylord Palms, if you have a chance to go, or if you've been and you know what I'm talking about, there's there's a fort in the middle of Gaylord Palms atrium, and you can kind of walk through it sometimes. And that's where we had our fashion show last year. We're going to do it again there this year. Yes, we love Glenn. She's wonderful. Yes, I agree. Catherine always has amazing makes in the fashion show every year. Oh, the pressure. He was so adorable. He was very cute. He totally dissed us for the ribbon when he asked the question and didn't look up from his game. He laughed so much. Yeah, there were certain parts where he he needed his quiet time. He's Mr. Introvert. So sometimes he needs his quiet time. But everybody was so excited about the ribbons. They're like kept coming up to him even when he was hiding behind check-in desk. Yes. Okay. So Catherine remembers Luke was in this phase where he was obsessed with this toucan. The toucan didn't last much longer after Expo that first year. It was maybe by January he was onto this giant dinosaur stuffy. So I think I've kept it in like a memory pile. But yeah, the toucan's been gone 4 years ago. Whew. Yes, the fort is. Oh, here you go. This is the name of the fort. Thank you. I was trying to remember what the name of it was. So it's mimicked after this fort, and it's gorgeous. It's really pretty. Trying to see, was there anything else? But yeah, speaking of vendors that we were talking about earlier, if we still do have some space available for vendors, so if there's anybody that you know is interested, feel free to have them message me, or they can just go straight to the website. There is a vendor application up on there for 2022 Florida. The teacher and the vendor application for Texas will come this summer, and that will be available for folks to start signing up to say they want to come attend Texas too. It was very exciting. All right. I'm here for the questions. Y'all got any questions? I'm here to answer them. I'm making sure I don't have Anything else? Oh gosh, yeah. It's been a whirlwind the past, God, this is year 4. So, and then we're already planning into year 5 and 6. So lots of things coming our way. It's gonna be lots of fun. I'm very excited for family gathering. I think that'll be a lot of fun to kind of help everybody get together, or get some people be able to get together here and there. And I know the request has been made that we do it again. So we'll talk to Sewing Studio and see about it being um, a more typical thing. Obviously, not once a month, but to kind of keep everybody in the loop and hanging out, at least those who are here in Central Florida, and can make it to that. Well, I mean, we got a lot of South Floridians coming up for the day, which is a lot of fun. All right, no more questions. I'm shocked. We kept it under 2 hours tonight. That's wonderful. We talked about Texas, Florida, teachers, vendors, Patreon, Dapper Day meetups. MegaCon meetup is for sure got to be on the books. So if you do see me at MegaCon, you're more than welcome to come see me. I will have swag. I can't recall off the top of my head what other events. I know I will be at Impressions Expo. I believe that's out in August in Texas. Oh, I'm super excited, Lynette, and I've been jamming with ideas. I always love when what your ideas and all your creativity between you and Lynette. Lynette is such a sweetheart too. She's one of our strikers as well. So we'll be seeing makes from Lynette on the new So Magical fabric. Just super fun. I want to show it, Michelle. I know you don't want me to. I won't share it. I promise. But all right. Well, I don't think I have anything else tonight unless anybody else has questions. You're always welcome to post in the group. If you have makes oh, you know what? How can I end a wine and chat without asking? What is everybody working on? Oh, silly me. After this, I'll get off. But while y'all are posting what you're they do need context. You're right. We'll have a whole chat about it. Michelle's not here. Show it. Oh, so shoot, I lost my train of thought. Y'all crack me up. If you ever have anything that you're making or creating strikes, or you are a vendor or a sponsor for us, you're more than welcome to post in the group your sales, your strikes, or anything like that. We are a group that loves inspiration and sharing the love of small businesses. So definitely share away in the group. If you have a question about where to find a pattern or a zipper pull, you'd be amazed how many of our vendors might be able to help you. So definitely post in our group and ask those questions. It's a really good spot for that. Yeah, but if you have questions that you don't feel comfortable asking on the group, you're more than welcome to send me a message and I will get to you as soon as possible. I try to answer within a day. Yeah, it's not so magical fabric. Final fittings for prom gowns due next week. Oh, good luck. Power to you, Catherine. I don't know how you do customs, man. That's impressive. Michelle says, I'm always watching. I'm always watching. From Monsters Inc. We'll get the tea from Kayla on Wednesday during Patreon. Oh yeah, Patreon, they always get the tea. They always find out all the fun things. And they usually find out secrets before everybody else does. Sling bag and mouse ears. Ooh, I love it. Strikes. Cherishes working on strikes. Ooh, fun. Who are you striking for? Can you tell us? I know strikes are like a varying level of secrecy depending on who the company is. I'm working on 5 Steffi shoulder bags currently while listening to Wine and Chat. Impressive. I hope I'm like y'all's daily, like weekly podcast where you can sit there and have an excuse to sew. I use Patreon now as an excuse to like be like working on stuff, but I can sit there and chat. And by the way, if anybody, the Patreon calls, there's Zooms. So it's not just me sitting here talking to you like y'all and y'all just chatting. It's everybody talking to each other, and it's so fun. And may or may not have gotten some of Kathy Saeed's new Disney Heat fabric to play with. Oh, it's so fun. I already put it up in my craft room because I wanted to try to cut something out this weekend. Fingers crossed. Y'all wish me luck, please. Shannon will be at EEM in Chattanooga on Thursday. Oh, I didn't know it was already coming up. Oh, have fun. Good luck. I hope you have a great show. EEM is everything embroidery market. It's an embroidery based expo convention type show. And they change, or they have multiple locations, or they change where they're located. That's one I haven't been to yet. I would love to make it out to one. I did not realize it was this weekend. It's a bummer. I will try to make it out, but good luck. I hope y'all have a wonderful show and sell all the things. Making wooden goodies for the art fair for Mother's Day weekend. Ray will be here as well. I can't wait I want y'all to FaceTime me when you're together. And it's all the way up in Iowa. If you get a chance to walk around this art fair, please try to find something corn related for me, because I want something. Oh my gosh. And by the way, we were talking about, I think it was last one in chat, about the duckies and how we have the custom duckies and the limited edition ones coming in. Deanna messaged me and sent me, she found a corn ducky. It's so funny. I'm trying to figure out if we're going to hold them or not. That's hilarious. Good night, Bug. I love you. Somebody's sleepy. Yes, I love Monsters, Inc. Oh my gosh. And then if anybody really likes Monsters, Inc., there's these really cool cups at Disney that look like the Scream canisters. They make noise, fair warning. We really wanted them and then realized how loud they were and how random the noise went off. It was hilarious. Yes, Deanna did find the corn duck, and I think they're so funny. And now to figure out if I can get my logo on them. Yes, oh my gosh, the Scream cups were terrifying. Oh my goodness. She better be sewing it up by Wednesday. I mean, my goal is to only be working on bags by Wednesday because I need to get the dresses done first. Like, I can't just have a bag to wear. I need to have an outfit because I have plenty of bags that can suffice. I was like, no, you gotta come on to Patreon. They're so fun. I wish shenanigans. Corn country. Okay, this might sound dumb. There's never a dumb question. What do they mean by number 3 or number 5 zipper? I'm just now getting into bag making. Okay, somebody else asked this the other day on the group. And then I feel like Ray might be able to, and Melanie might be able to answer this better than I can. So those are 2 different sizes of zipper teeth. So, yeah, Lillian would know. Lillian didn't know what zipper tape was one year, and now she's like a pro at it. Here you go. It's the size of the teeth of the zipper. So 3 millimeter versus 5. So you ever see like the bag zippers where like the teeth are really small and the zipper pulls are small? So whatever you do, whatever zipper tape you get or zipper pulls, you want to make sure it matches. So you want number 5 zipper tape with a number 5 zipper pull, which is the most commonly sold one. And then, so you just want to make sure that if you do end up getting number 3 zipper tape or pull, that you match it appropriately. So number 3 is just like thinner, smaller teeth with a tinier pull. And then number 5 is bigger. The width of the tape and the teeth. There you go. That was a great question. That's not silly. And that's the type of things that when, you come, maybe you're just getting started in bag making, but you're a quilter. It's really good because you get exposed to that, especially with the vendors, because we get a lot of vendors who sell zipper tape or custom pools or something that you may have not seen before. And it's just really, really neat to be able to like experience and see these things. 3 is typically what you buy when you get it from Coates and Clark Zipper. Oh, I didn't know that. Good to know. I never knew what size like the standard like pre-cut zippers were. I just don't like those because I feel like I could cut it anyway. I feel like I'm wasting zipper. I like my zipper tape. So much zipper tape in my house. Thank you. I just learned something new. You're welcome. See, yeah, it's a very friendly group. So you can ask stuff like that in the group and nobody will judge or question you because there's a good chance that like a few other people are asking and wondering the same thing but are afraid to ask. So it's a really friendly, fun environment on the group. Nobody else is working on anything. I'm going to be working on my Dapper Day dress tomorrow. It's not going to get cut tonight. I'm one of those, like, me and Michelle were having this conversation. It's like, I'm one of those that's like, I got to sit down, I got to cut it, and I got to sew it right away, or else, like, I won't get, like, the inspiration to continue, like, sewing it afterwards. Yay, I'm so proud of you, Michelle. She got all her stuff cut out. That's awesome. So Michelle is going to be in sewing frenzy this weekend, too. Ooh, an Ethel bag for your mom. That's so sweet. I learned things like that from this group. A year ago, I would have never sewed a bag ever. I'm happy that you did. Bag making is so fun. And then the custom stuff, 90% of it's, yeah, agreed. Yeah, most of the custom stuff you see out there is the number 5. You don't have to dress up for Dapper Day. Correct. You do not. You can come in whatever clothes you want. You can come in your Disney. You can come in your sweats. Anything you would normally wear to Disney, you can wear. You don't have to dress up. Some people do, and they like it, and it's fun. It took me a few years before I finally actually got the courage to dress up and like make something for myself. So is to take to the service next Saturday. Oh, I got you, Deanna. I hope you're doing okay. But that is very sweet of you to make your mom a bag. I'm sure she'll cherish that. Finally finished sewing for the wedding. Made it back for myself and my daughter, the bride. 1 more week. This is like the first time Fran hasn't been with us for Dapper Day, and it's for a good excuse. She's going to a wedding. So I'm very excited to see it all. It's going to be great. We're going to miss you, though. It's going to be very sad that Fran's not there. Fran is the Dapper Day couple with Leland, so they won their category with their matching Dapper Day outfit. I know. It's going to be so weird without Fran there. All right, y'all. Comments are winding down. But again, if y'all need anything at all, feel free to message me and ask, or ask in the group. Very friendly group. We will have another. I do not have wine and chat set up for next week because I will be at Disney. But there will be potentially a random live here and there while we're at Disney. I try to pop on once or twice during a meetup or to show where we're at. So kind of keep an eye out midday, Saturday and Sunday. We might have a random live pop up in the group. And I try to do it on YouTube too, StreamYard it. So keep an eye out on that, but there will not be a wine and chat. Is wine and chat live only? Come find us. Yeah, you got to come find us next weekend. But next Friday, there's no wine and chat. The following Friday, I believe I have one lined up with another vendor spotlight. So stay tuned to see who that's going to be. But I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see some of you next weekend. Everybody, talk to you later. Bye.